Hey, y'all, welcome back to another edition of Everything Football 62. I'm your host, John, the Big Tex Johnson, a.k.a. Uncle Tex, a.k.a. Professor Tex. Look here, man. I sat back, listened to all the detractors, listened to all the critics, listened to all the Bills Mafia, listened to all that BS over this past week, ever since Monday. You know what I'm saying? About, change the overtime rule and this, that, and the other. And in the end, now, got nothing to do with whether or not, I say, Josh Allen went down there, him and the Bills, him and his offensive cohorts, went down there, scored 35 points or whatever, 36 points, 36. They was up 3 points with 13 seconds left. You know what I'm saying? 13 seconds left. Dallas couldn't even line up in that amount of time. Y'all know where I'm coming from when it comes to that. They didn't even do that. Right? Now, let's do this. Now, we talk about this overtime rule and what, Josh Allen should have had a chance, blah, 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 blah. People want the goddamn game to go on to like 3 o'clock in the morning. No, 3 o'clock in the morning. You got the number one defense, and they got their asses shredded. Point blank, period in the story. Their strength is supposed to be their secondary. They got their asses shredded. Point blank, like I said, period in the story. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and do this. Patrick Mahomes at 13 seconds left when they kicked the ball off. Now it makes you think that maybe they should have, if they was that scared, they should have maybe tried for 2. They'd have still been up 2 points. Should have tried for 2 points. That's what they should have did. But they figured, well, our defense in 13 seconds, we got it. We ran enough time off the clock. We ran enough time off the clock and everything. They did everything that they were supposed to have done, as they say, right? Josh Allen hit old boy. What's his name? Gabriel Davis with a touchdown, 19-yard touchdown pass with 13 seconds left. Normally, it's a game over. That's it. Correct? Right? Well, let's do this. Let me give y'all a little backstory, and then I'm gonna bring it up to here. First and foremost, Patrick Mahomes. If we get off into Patrick Mahomes coming into the game was 7-2 in the playoffs already. He finished 8-2. May as well go ahead and give this guy the props he's supposed to get. I already told you guys about this, how I've been following this kid out of East Texas. I'm a Texan guy. I'm always about seeing Texans get their thing on, especially quarterbacks. 45% of quarterbacks are from out of Texas that start in the NFL. Okay, something to that effect, right? Patrick Mahomes, since he starting in 2018, is 50-13. How? Explain to me this, Bills Mafia. Explain to me this. How do you have 13 seconds left and you cover about 40-45 yards in a 10-second time frame and you have the number one defense? See, it didn't even supposed to go off in overtime. Because 13 seconds, them guys dapping, hugging, we got it, that's it. We're going to the AFC Championship game for a second year in a row. That's what they was doing on that sidelines, right? Correct? That's what they was doing. No. Instead, Mahomes with about 2 completions in a 10-second time frame. In a 10-second time frame, move about 45 to 50 yards damn near. So I think it ended up being like a 48-yard field goal or something to that extent, right? And so it's like, how do you try to take it and turn it into that? And then they got the ball, 49-yard touchdown, 49-yard field goal to tie the game up. When you had 13 seconds left, your defense failed you. Your number one defense failed you. Would that happen against the 85 Bears defense? Nah, I don't think so. Would that happen against a San Francisco defense from the 80s? I don't think so. Would that happen against the Steelers defense of the 70s? I don't think so. That happened with you guys. Would that happen with the 2000 Ravens? 13 seconds left. They're getting that. I don't think they're going to get that. Game over. Your defense failed you. I don't want to hear nothing about I don't want to hear anything about that of the change to overtime rule because you wanted to see Josh Allen and play and whatnot. No, Josh Allen did his job. Kudos to Josh Allen, right? 13 seconds left. What else did you want to do? Now what you should have probably done was probably went for 2, even though you'd be down by 2, and whatnot is be like and run some time off the clock. Then, no, you didn't. Instead, you kicked the ball off, right? Now some people say, well, they should have did a square kick or whatever. Fine and dandy. But guess what? If it would have been, say Kansas City recovered about 15 yards early, didn't matter. Holmes was goddamn ripping y'all ass to shreds. He ripped y'all ass to shreds. That's all it was to it. There's nothing else you can really say about it. It is what it is, right? And he did that. Your defense failed you. Okay? Your defense failed you. I don't want to hear shit about an overtime differential rule and all this other type of stuff. Mahomes and what he ended up doing. Right? What he ended up doing. Let's take a look at it. Look at the stats on what happened that particular game. Right? Let's look at the stats. Mahomes in the whole game, 33 of 44, 378, 3 touchdowns. He was sacked twice. Now he did run for damn near 70 yards. Right? Where was the Bills' defense? Right? It shouldn't have ever even went to overtime if you guys stopped them. Your defense failed you. Your defense failed you. Bottom line, period, end of story. I don't want to hear nothing about overtime and all that type of mess. I don't want to hear anything about that. What happened was you guys got your asses torched. You got it handed to you. Just like Dallas couldn't line up in 12, 11 seconds to try to sit up there and do something, this guy moved the ball damn near 50 yards in 10 seconds with 3 seconds left for their kicker to go into overtime. Then they win then get the ball in overtime. Well, if so-and-so would have got the, I don't want to hear if. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Shit, if I was 6'1", I probably would have played in the NFL. I would have played in college if I was 6'1". Instead, no, I was 5'5", 195-pound kid coming out of high school. So I wasn't going nowhere. Period in the story. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. So, no, I don't want to hear nothing about that particular rule. What ended up happening is he shredded that number one defense. He shredded them with 13 seconds left. 13. Not 53 seconds, not 63 seconds, 13 seconds left. Your defense is supposed to do what they're supposed to do, and they failed you. Okay? So the Bills Mafia, all them jokers over there in cold-ass Buffalo, New York, he shredded them like he shredded them all day long. Josh Allen shredded the Kansas City, but Kansas City ain't known for having much of a defense anyway. But guess what? They always got some guys that can make a play. Even in 2018, I said, but the funny part about it is that when they went into overtime, when they played the New England Patriots back in 2019, right? Nobody said anything. Nobody said anything about once they went into overtime, Brady got the ball and that was it. Because it was all about who got the ball next, who got the ball last. Brady. What did they do? Boom. We already know. Even though I can't remember the guy who jumped off sides and Brady threw the interception. Game should have been over. They should have went to the Super Bowl. They should be going on their third or fourth, third Super Bowl. You see what I'm saying? So again, had nothing to do with that. Your defense failed you. That number one defense. Where was Oliver? Their strength is their secondary. Number one pass defense, and they got their asses handed to them. That is what you need to be going on. That is what you need to be bitching about. That is what you need to be mad about. But what I see is this here. And I'm going to throw this in there. I don't even try to. They have been trying to dethrone Patrick Mahomes since 2018. Been trying to dethrone him. Started last year. Okay, Josh Allen, is he a better quarterback? I've seen the articles. Is he a better quarterback than that of Patrick Mahomes? No, he isn't. No, he isn't. Because what needed to happen, happened. 2018, 2019, they had your two black MVPs of the league. Now you explain to me how come and why that the Bills defense did not, because they didn't come to play. And it's going to be this damn near the same thing unless like Kansas City show up or whatever. Like you never know. But let's do this. The Bills have been erratic all year long. All year long. They lost against Jacksonville. They played against the New England Patriots and they threw the ball 3 times. And they ran the ball. We just going to run the ball on y'all because I don't believe you. That's what Bill Belichick. I don't believe you. I don't believe your defense is like that. And they showed and proved. Now, granted, since that particular time, since that loss to the New England Patriots, and then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 7-6 going into overtime, they reeled off 5 straight. Win the AFC East for a second year in a row. You beat the brakes off of New England. And then you come up a game short than what you had the year before. Don't tell me nothing about that. I don't want to hear anything about that. You jokers got your asses carved up and put on a platter by Mahomes, the East Texas kid. Alright? Now I'll be back with a little old, the Big Ben Roethlisberger for you haters. Alright? Like I tell you guys, smash the like button. Subscribe, share, any comments, leave them down there and we can chat. Alright? I'll be back with y'all guys a little later. You have a good one.